Hey, good morning. Buenos dias, bom dia. I know all of our languages are different, and morning is something you do after a funeral. Wake, all that good stuff. But I speak English. English is my native language. I guess I would be, maybe 3 parts Irish, possibly 1 part French, as my mom was full Irish. She passed in 2013? Cancer. My dad, his mom was Irish, Griffin. His dad was named Ramey. So I think he's French, but the last name Ramey is French. But he never knew he wasn't raised by his real mother or father. He's kind of like thrown in the street, thrown up for adoption. Luckily, he got adopted by some people. And he just took on their last name, which is Beach. It's like a German/English. Kind of a calm, docile name. You can tell a person by the name they use. Not by the name, not by their blood. You could just go under, well, the blood is the blood, right? I mean, a lot of people, certain types of people in history change their name to conceal their race. Right? Certain type of people that have gotten kicked out of over 126 or 26 countries. But they're constantly kicked out of country after country for doing bad things in those countries. English countries, they would manipulate the money, banking, and they'd kind of own the whole country eventually. And the country would be in debt to them, right? So, yeah, but anyways, I wouldn't want to conceal my... Actually, I would like my blood name. I wanted to carry on my dad's my dad's real name, actually, but I don't know. It is like, changing your name is kind of like changing your identity. It's weird how that works. But it has happened. The guy, I think one of the guys, the guy who wrote We Want to Live, which is basically about the raw food diet. He changed his name to something really kind of, I don't know. I want to call it Nordic sounding. It's Jonas Wanderplanets, right? That's about a unique name as they get. Now he picked it, so that's your name. It's a Jonas Wanderplanets. So his parents, I guess, they didn't get along too well. they had a child that they didn't really love, right? So to speak. And I think him changing his name is part of like changing his identity, maybe getting out from under. He did great. I'd say he did great things. He helped make raw milk legal here in California. He wrote a book. He helped a lot of people's health under that name, Adjonis of Wonder Planets. So more power to you. But my dad, out of respect for his adopted parents, he kept the last name Beach, as did another brother, or would be my uncle. And we all met up, and the Beaches are docile, same blood as the Ramies. The Ramies, they're like jailbirds, roughnecks. The ones I've known, they're, one killed a guy in prison, my other uncle killed a guy, outside of prison with the bow and arrow. He shot him with the bow and arrow in the heart, and he died. He died of open heart surgery. He was born on Valentine's Day, and he died by Cupid's arrow. So the guy he shot was cheating on his wife with a girl or lady that my uncle was interested in, had been with, and she broke up with them, and then, this whole thing. So he, my other uncle, he served his time out, and then Uncle Paul Ramey, and he got released from the joint. Spent a good amount of his life there, actually. And my dad couldn't even call me, tell me, hey, Paul's out. He's he's out, and I would have loved to have seen him before he passed away from cancer also, I guess, I'm told. But my dad couldn't give me a courtesy call to say that, hey, Paul's out, because my dad was having phone issues. He's got this new girlfriend, or new wife, and ever since you've been with her, you have phone issues. You can't call, right? And you've been sick. You lost 60 pounds? Mysterious sickness. Well, that's interesting. So you can't contact family because you have phone issues, and you've been sick and nobody knows what it is. And then when I call, when I did get a hold of you, your wife started arguing with me. She started an argument with me. I'm not sure what about, but I was telling you, hey, let's get your health figured out. Let's get your phone issue figured out. I was, saying, how about some bentonite clay? Maybe you're toxic. Maybe some activated charcoal. Maybe if you're being poisoned, or if you're toxic, the bentonite clay or the charcoal can help get that out of your body. So I think I still have an address for you, but I can't call you because nobody answers and there's phone issues, right? Nobody can figure out the phone issues. Nobody can figure out why you're sick. Interesting. But we do know one thing for sure is that your wife there is arguing with your family. Maybe she's got insecurity issues. I don't know. She wants you all to herself. Well, maybe she should do a better job of, who knows why you're sick, right? Who knows why you're having phone issues? Maybe it's the same reason. Maybe those two things are linked. Yeah, thanks for the courtesy call, Hey, Paul's out. Thanks for that. Your grandson was in an auto accident, and they scavenged his body parts and pulled the plug. But you don't know about that either, did you? Oh, because you got phone issues, right? You got a new wife and you got phone issues. You got a new wife who said Sarah was hacking the phones, right? Sarah doesn't know how to hack anybody's phone. Why would you believe that? So anyways, not here to rail against anybody, but I guess if you die, how's anybody gonna know if you're dead? Because you have phone issues. So I guess nobody will go to your funeral either, right? Maybe you can call somebody, it'll get through to other people, I don't know. Because literally, I didn't know if you were dead. But I guess if you don't care, nobody else should care, right? Maybe you talk to somebody, Charlie, maybe it's somebody you're communicating with. All right. Oh, he's still alive? Okay, great. That's great, I guess. Well, what the fuck what do we care for? You're dead, you're alive. What difference does it make? Right, Hillary Clinton? What difference does it make? It was very fluid. Yeah, Hillary got in trouble for Benghazi, so she got U.S. Personnel who asked for assistance. She didn't give that to them, and she basically let them get killed on purpose. So within the government, there's a very sinister, evil group that I guess Hillary's included in, that kind of covertly hates or overtly hates, military. They hate Americans. And they do these things probably to get points, to get in good with the bad guys. Let military personnel get murdered in other countries, like what happened in Benghazi. So, well, Hillary, what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because some people are dead, you bitch. You got, how many bodies do you have stacked up? Everybody knows about it. But I think, to be honest, everybody's scared to talk about it or even do anything about it. So that's our military. That's Hillary. That's what difference does it make? Well, I guess we shouldn't care if, should we care if people are alive or dead? I don't know, depends. Depends. Should we care about our parents? Sure. But they have their own lives to live, and they gotta live them. We can't live others' lives. Try to watch out for them, try to watch out. Who is this lady? Why is she saying the phones are hacked, or Sarah hacked the phones, or why are you having phone issues? That sounds weird. Sounds weird. Is weird. Well, what difference does it make? It makes a lot of difference, you know. Matter of fact, Lenny Kravitz, he's got a song that says the difference is why. So the difference is why, exactly. Like when you have a bunch of shit in your head, like the early days of ear implant bullshit, your mind is, you know, fucked, under attack, oppression, mind rape, whatever. And when you get that shit out or you get free from that shit, the difference is big. And why? The difference is why. So you got to leave a state to know what state you're in. You got to leave that state of being, right? Now you could go to a more fucked up state. You don't want to just I'm not condoning drugs or alcohol, but you could just change environments a little bit, change swap out wives, you know, girlfriends, friends, just change it all up, like a speed dating or something.